Assad regime has displaced 14 million civilians, by many estimates has killed 1 million, and countless civilians, men, women, children, and elderly, remain in Assad's dungeons as we sit here right now, including American citizens and citizens of other nationalities. If it was not for Putin in Iran keeping the genocidal, narco-trafficking animal Assad in power, Syria would be an emerging democracy today. It was allowing Russia to test over 400 types of weapons on civilians in occupying Syria that allowed them to invade Ukraine and perfect the killing of innocent babies. If we leave Assad in power by turning a blind eye to his atrocities and not support the free Syrian people, no refugees will ever voluntarily return. And that is Putin's dream, to increase refugees in Europe, allowing the rise of extreme right-wing parties in disillusionment of the European Union. If we leave Assad in power, if we don't support Ukraine and Syrians against Putin, he will not stop there. He will attack NATO allies and in his pursuit of an evil authoritarian empire. We must support Ukrainians and Syrians in their pursuit of freedom, democracy, and dignity, and in their fight against our shared adversaries. I just came back from the liberated areas of southern Syria, as I mentioned, where Putin and Assad and Iran are besieging and starving thousands of innocent civilians in Rukban camp. It is our inspirational servicemen and women that train and support our SFA partners to protect these civilians and keep ISIS defeated. It is U.S. military planes that have helped my small non-governmental NGO, nonprofit organization to provide medical and humanitarian aid. And it is to babies that have literally nothing, not a single doctor, not a single anything. If it wasn't for U.S. military flights, there wouldn't be a single book for kids that have been stuck out there for 9 years with no school. The service and sacrifice of our military at the Al-Tanf garrison truly fills me with American pride. ISIS will always have hope of reestablishing itself if Assad, alongside Putin's Russia and Iran, occupy Syria. ISIS will be completely defeated only when Assad goes. Refugees will return home voluntarily only when Assad goes. And the world will be a safer place, and democracy will take root in Syria when Assad goes. And Iran will be defeated in the region if Assad goes. We are not asking for deployment of a single U.S. soldier or any direct military intervention. We merely ask that you give the Syrians and the Ukrainians the minimum tools to defeat Assad, Putin, and Iran for us, so that we are not forced to go to war with them later. Assad, Russia, and Iran are unable and unwilling to defeat ISIS. We must continue to sanction Assad, Putin, and Khamenei and their war criminal gangs. We must continue to support our Syrian and Ukrainian allies. We must pass the Assad Anti-Normalization Act, and unfortunately, we must appoint an official envoy on the ambassadorial level from the United States of America to show the world that we are serious about a political transition in Syria in line with UN Security Council Resolution 2254. And we must not allow nations, allies nor enemies alike, to normalize with the genocidal dictator. Long live the Syrian Revolution, and Slava Ukraine.